Congratulations. God says your miracle has arrived. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this at any cost. Open it immediately, or you will miss it forever. The air around you shifts like curtains lifting from a hidden stage, and the room glows with a quiet gold. Your angel stands between you and every delay, refusing to let your feet move toward doubt. A decree hath been spoken over your life, and it is opening now like a sealed envelope made of light. Tonight the unseen becomes seen, and the promise that felt far away sets a chair at your table. A warmth fills your chest as if a sunrise planted itself inside your heart. What was postponed steps forward and asks for your yes. My beloved child, the voice whispers with the strength of thunder wrapped in velvet. I will not let you skip what heaven has written for you. A holy appointment appears in your path like a door carved from stars. You stand at the threshold where delay cannot survive. Every step you take now is folded into a larger choreography that favors you. What was scattered begins to gather and align under divine instruction. The page turns and your name is written across the headline of victory. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your angel keeps watch at the gate so no distraction can steal this hour. A chain that pretended to be permanent feels weak in the presence of this light. The lock recognizes the master key and yields without a sound. The past tried to label you with endings, yet heaven held a continuation for this very minute. A good you did in secret becomes a magnet for doors you did not know existed. The hush before breakthrough is replaced by a steady, unstoppable hum. A river you could not find now finds you and runs exactly to your feet. It carries envelopes stamped with your initials, each one filled with permission to advance. You break the first seal, and your spirit finally exhales. The winds that once opposed you have changed direction. Closed rooms call you by name because your season has shifted. Every delay falls like dry leaves from a branch ready for blossom. Type Amen if you believe in God. The angel beside you touches your shoulder, and time slows to mercy's pace. You are brought to the exact second when everything begins to make sense. A soft glow rises from under yesterday's rubble and reveals a staircase hiding in plain sight. Your feet were trained in long corridors so you would not stumble in wide-open places. Endurance forged a new spine of courage inside your chest. That courage now opens a gate that answers to your presence alone. A form with keys approaches and nods without words. The lock that said never echoes with a gentle click. The door moves for you because it has been waiting for your knock, for your arrival. You enter and feel the temperature of favor, gentle and sure. The room smells like new pages and safe beginnings. Your hands are guided to a table set for you long before you arrived. Type Amen if you believe in God. A parchment lies there, rolled and tied with a ribbon of light. When you touch it, memory and promise braid together and breathe. The seal parts as if it recognizes the fingerprints of your destiny. You read not with eyes only, but with every ache that ever taught you to hope. Each line speaks the language of fulfillment, and your bones understand. Something inside you stands up and refuses to sit again. The angel places a crown of clarity above your thoughts. Confusion slides off like mist under a noon sun. You remember who you are because the one who made you is calling you by design. The message begins to glow brighter where it says, "The delay is over." Permission rises like a tide and lifts your boat without effort. You realize the harbor you searched for is the place your feet now rest. Type Amen if you believe in God. Another envelope appears marked with the word restitution. It carries a list of what was taken, erased, or quietly diverted. Each line is stamped with paid back with increase. You feel the arithmetic of heaven writing the sums of your story. Loss cannot argue with this kind of math. Every subtraction becomes the soil for multiplied harvest. The air hums with expectancy, and your lungs learn a new rhythm. You breathe in promise and breathe out every shadow of fear. Courage tastes sweet on your tongue. The angel points to a window that shows your future is present. The colors are richer than memory and the edges are kind. You recognize places you have never been because they were written in your spirit. First, type Amen if you believe in God. A knockless entrance opens behind you and an aroma like fresh rain fills the room. The floor seems to rise until you are eye level with possibility. The ceiling moves back to make room for your unfolding. Your heart hears music without instruments and understands the melody. It is the sound of completion meeting its moment. The rhythm matches the pulse of your calling. You do not chase what is yours now because it runs to meet you. The angel steps aside and the lane clears. You move forward without apology because grace has gone ahead to prepare your steps. On the table, a map unfurls with routes that were invisible at ground level. From this height, you see the shortest lines connecting long-held dreams. You trace them with your finger, and the lines become roads. Type Amen if you believe in God. A door labeled Provision leans open like an old friend eager to welcome you. Inside are tools, contracts, and invitations that carry your thumbprint. Each item fits the shape of your assignment with perfect accuracy. The fatigue that tried to name itself permanent dissolves like salt in warm water. Vitality returns without permission from the past. You rise taller inside the same body because hope adjusted your posture. The angel speaks and the room listens. Steady now, the voice says, and the atmosphere agrees. Your calm becomes a weapon that dismantles chaos without a fight. The table shifts into an altar of gratitude. You remember dark nights that taught you to keep a small flame. That small flame learned to multiply in your hands. Type Amen if you believe in God. You feel hands you cannot see lifting weight you no longer carry. Sorrow tries to reach for you, but it has no address to find. You moved and left forwarding instructions with heaven. My beloved child, the voice comes again, rich with tenderness and power. I have counted each step and none were wasted. Your timeline is healed, and your present stops bleeding into your future. A scroll marked Justice lands on the table with quiet authority. Inside are verdicts written in your favor. The judgments that tried to limit you are overruled by a higher court. You stand under the shower of reversal and come away restored. Stains that named you are replaced by truth that defines you. Your angel seals the new name over your heart. Type Amen if you believe in God. The room brightens and reveals a garden growing from yesterday's tears. Seeds planted in pain now bloom as anchors of peace. The fragrance tells your story without reopening wounds. You walk among colors that learn to sing. Every leaf hums the sound of a promise kept. The ground beneath you is loyal and stable. A fountain rises in the center and traces your journey in arcs of light. Each arc lands on a moment you thought was forgotten and redeems it. The water writes your testimony in letters that never fade. Birds arrive with ribbons in their beaks and weave them into your path. They draw a lane forward where your feet will not slip. The angel smiles because the map inside you finally matches the land under you. Type Amen if you believe in God. Beyond the garden is a gate named Courage. It swings wide at your approach and refuses to consider closing. You pass through, and the sky opens like a page turning itself. The wind carries whispering confirmations that settle like feathers on your shoulders. You understand them without effort because your spirit speaks this language. Peace becomes your new normal and not your visiting guest. A host of unseen allies surrounds your steps. They carry what you used to drag and lift what you used to dread. Every corridor that once echoed with no begins to echo with yes. The angel hands you a ring engraved with authority. It glows when you speak from truth and dims when fear pretends to advise. Today it burns bright. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your calendar shifts even if the numbers on the page stay the same. Time begins to serve you instead of hurry you. Every hour stretches enough to finish what matters. A letter titled Opportunity slides under the door and stops at your feet. It is addressed to your courage and replies to your obedience. When you open it, rooms open everywhere. You step through one and find yourself where your name has already been introduced. Agreements wait on the table with ink that refuses to dry until you arrive. Your signature lands, and the line turns to gold. The angel nods as alignment hums like a living machine around you. People arrive who speak fluent purpose and honor your pace. Partnerships settle into place with the ease of puzzle pieces meant to touch. Type Amen if you believe in God. A soft bell rings and the room delivers your recompense. It does not arrive late or early, but precisely right. The weight of rightness quiets old alarms inside you. Your memories rearrange and carry their lessons without their pain. The newness does not erase your story. It crowns it. You see how every chapter prepared your hands for this harvest. My beloved child, the voice says a third time, warm as summer morning light. I have kept what is yours with the care of a father and the strength of a king. Every promise is escorted to your door with honor. You gather what is set before you and feel none of it slipping through your fingers. Capacity expands as naturally as breathing in. You are not overwhelmed because this portion fits you. Type Amen if you believe in God. The landscape ahead is bright but not blinding. Clarity lets you choose without second-guessing your worth. Doubt finds no echo in a heart that knows it is chosen. The contracts of fear fold themselves and leave without ceremony. They carry no signatures because you have withdrawn permission. Your yes now belongs to light and remains there. A new window opens in the sky and pours strategies into your lap. You catch them with confidence because they were shaped for your hands. Execution becomes a joy instead of a strain. The angel sets a lantern in your spirit that never burns out. It becomes a guide for long roads and sudden turns alike. You will not be lost again in places that used to confuse you. Type Amen if you believe in God. You bless the path behind you and the one in front with the same voice. Gratitude strengthens your footing and quickens your pace. The ground responds like a friend who remembers your kindness. Your eyes adjust to favor and stop looking for the trap. Suspicion loses its residency in your chest. Wisdom remains, but fear loses its audience. A golden pen appears and hovers above your future plans. It writes with ink that cannot smear or fade. The title across the top reads, Fulfilled on Time. A bell of celebration rings again, and this time it is for permanence. The fragile season is over. The stable season has begun. Stability looks good on you and fits like it was tailored. Type Amen if you believe in God. A messenger arrives carrying restoration for spaces you stopped mentioning. It is wrapped in dignity and does not ask for attention. It simply takes its seat where it should have always been. The angel smiles with the satisfaction of a promise safely delivered. Your name shines with a quiet authority that needs no defense. The room now mirrors the reality heaven never doubted. You turn and notice a final envelope edged with light. Its seal bears the word completion. When you lift it, your spirit recognizes home. You open it and find every fragment gathered under one tender heading. The heading reads, You made it through. The letters lift off the page and settle over your shoulders like a mantle that warms without weight. Type Amen if you believe in God. You hold the mantle and know it is not borrowed. It fits you without pinching or slipping. It is yours because you are ready to carry it. The path ahead glows in segments that appear as you step. Provision walks beside you and opportunity keeps the pace. Peace leads and nothing pushes. You step forward, and the world answers with welcome. Doors swing open, not because you force them, but because you are expected. The angel simply watches and enjoys the certainty of this hour. Your heart writes a new rhythm that even your footsteps learn. The city hears it and arranges shortcuts you did not request. You are home in motion because the journey knows your name. Type Amen if you believe in God. A canopy of protection follows you like a moving sky. It shades you from storms that can no longer threaten your schedule. It lights your evenings with a steady glow. People who carry answers recognize you from a distance. They greet you with respect that feels like fresh water to a thirsty throat. You receive with grace and give with abundance. You finally understand that you never missed your moment. Your moment learned patience and found you on time. The reconciliation of your timeline sings like a choir that always knew the song. You rest without losing momentum. Rest becomes the secret engine that keeps you steady. The angel nods because you have learned the art of sustainable victory. Type Amen if you believe in God. You lift your eyes and see the horizon bow. It is not retreating but making room for your influence. This is what it looks like when territory says, yes. Legacy enters the room and takes measurements. It plans to live longer than applause and wider than headlines. Your choices begin to plant trees that will shade names you have not met. The miracle that arrived tonight does not expire in the morning. It anchors itself in your calendar and multiplies. You begin to think in decades, with the peace of someone who knows they are held. A final clarity settles like dew on new grass. The way forward is plain and trustworthy. Your steps agree, and your soul is quiet. Type Amen if you believe in God. The angel walks beside you into the brightness beyond the last door. Nothing about this feels rushed or fragile. Everything about this feels ordained and secure. You do not compete with anyone for what you were born to carry. Your portion was carved with your fingerprints in mind. It recognizes you and refuses to answer to any other voice. The story you tell now will not glorify struggle. It will honor endurance while exalting the faithfulness that carried you here. Your testimony becomes a shelter for those still in the storm. You breathe again and the air tastes like the future. You drink from still waters that learned your name. You move with the ease of one who has nothing to prove and everything to build. Type Amen if you believe in God. The doors behind you close gently without locking against others. You leave them ajar for those coming after you. Generosity becomes your native language and influence its accent. Your angel watches with joy as you begin to walk in the full measure of your design. Heaven's record shows delivered and received. The signature is yours, and the seal is divine. The rooms you enter now heal when you cross the threshold. Your presence carries solutions born from the journey you survived. You become the answer you used to search for. This is the hour no one can take from you. It arrived by decree and was escorted by mercy. It remains by covenant and not by chance. Type Amen if you believe in God. You take inventory and find nothing missing that should remain. You find nothing remaining that should be gone. Alignment has cleaned the shelves of your life. The angel places a hand over your heart and steadies its grateful thunder. Love arrives with its luggage and plans to stay. Joy decorates the room with colors that never fade. What you build from here will last because it began in truth. The foundation does not crack under praise or pressure. It carries you with a quiet that sings louder than any crowd. The final ribbon of light ties itself around this moment and seals it. The seal reads, "Kept by grace." You belong here, and you are safe. Type Amen if you believe in God. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. A miracle that touched down in your life anchors itself into your mornings like sunlight that knows your name. It threads quiet certainty through the first sip of water and the way your feet find the floor. Your angel attends to these small beginnings with the same reverence as mountains. Old debts of the soul are marked as settled and filed away where they cannot call your name. The ache that lived under your ribs dissolves into warmth that stays. Midnight worry loses its address because dawn has claimed the house. Your calendar breathes and finds its right shape around you. Hours that used to rush now bend like branches heavy with fruit. Appointments begin to feel like answers instead of tests. Paperwork in the unseen is stamped with approval you can feel in your chest. Keys that never turned begin to move as if oiled by mercy. Doors learn your knockless entrance and swing wide with relief. Type Amen if you believe in God. Provision chooses pathways that protect your peace. No bargain requires your dignity, and no opportunity demands your exhaustion. Streams of legitimate increase greet you with the manners of royalty. Your hands become magnets for trustworthy work and honorable reward. The right eyes find your effort and recognize its worth. Your voice carries a calibration that opens rooms without strain. Vitality returns like a loyal friend who never forgot you. Breath is longer, and sleep lands gently where it once hesitated. Clarity occupies your body the way truth occupies a healed memory. Evenings cool softly around you and let your shoulders drop. Mornings meet you with a nod that says the day is safe to enter. Gratitude feels like armor that is light to wear and strong to keep. Type Amen if you believe in God. Connections that were meant to live are mended without noise. Conversations find their honest tone and rebuild trust brick by careful brick. The release of what is not assigned happens without bitterness. Your house is cleared of old shadows that once argued with your joy. Windows learn to smile and let in generous light. Rooms rise to bless your rest and your work with equal enthusiasm. Purpose reveals its clean schedule one page at a time. You stop negotiating your worth and start organizing your impact. Confidence moves in quietly and sets the table. Your name sits safely in the mouths of people who carry it with honor. Tables you could not enter are prepared with a seat that fits. When you arrive, the chair slides forward as if it always knew your shape.
Type Amen if you believe in God.
Influence grows roots before it grows branches. Invitations arrive with clarity and not confusion. The pace of your calling remains humane and deeply sustainable. Protection forms a perimeter that storms cannot cross. Alarms lose power because they have nothing true to report. Your steps are guided through lit pathways that respect your time. Ideas arrive on time like trains that know the value of your journey. Execution becomes elegant because the tools in your hand were designed for you. What once required force now yields to alignment. Your yes turns magnetic and draws the right people and right timing. Your no becomes a gentle shield that guards the garden. Boundaries carry honey and not barbed wire, sweet and firm at the same time. Type Amen if you believe in God. The seal of completion glows over chapters that used to feel unfinished. Nothing is missing that should remain, and nothing remains that should be gone. The room of your life is tidy and free. Instructions are delivered as simple steps that fit your feet. You walk them with ease because they were measured in your size. Small and consistent becomes the new name of your remarkable progress. Legacy plants its orchards without demanding applause. Shade stretches forward to cover names you have not met. Joy chooses permanence and refuses to be seasonal. You cross the next threshold with a smile that speaks fluent peace. Your angel blesses your stride and steadies the horizon ahead. The day bows and promises to carry its weight for you. Type Amen if you believe in God. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of $120. The night carries a velvet hush as the hour stretches to receive your promise. Streetlights look different because favor sits in their glow. Your angel stands at the threshold and signals that the next door is already unlocked. A sealed archive in the unseen slides open and releases records of restoration. Dates you considered lost are rewritten in your favor without argument. Justice steps out of the file like a living decree. A call arrives in the spirit before it rings in the natural. The message carries the tone of completion and the warmth of safe authority. Agreements align themselves with your name and wait for your yes. Traveling mercies gather around plans you have not spoken aloud. Paths fold and unfold to shorten distances that once felt endless. What used to exhaust you becomes light to carry. Type Amen if you believe in God. An invitation with your true title embossed in gold arrives at your door. The paper itself seems alive and eager for your touch. When you accept, rooms begin preparing for your footsteps. Old walls that held echoes of disappointment release their last sound. Fresh paint covers memories with colors that feel like sunrise. Space makes room for the shape of your next chapter. Your sleep deepens with clean dreams that respect your peace. You wake without the heaviness that once clung to your bones. Momentum stays even when you rest, and rest stays even when you move. A letter named Mercy returns from the long road with treasures. It carries the laughter you postponed and the moments you promised to reclaim. You set them gently on the mantle and light them with gratitude. Type Amen if you believe in God. The angel ushers you into a corridor where doors answer before you reach them. You walk with a quiet authority that teaches the floor to rise. Gravity becomes agreement instead of resistance. You hold a project that once felt bigger than your hands and it fits. The timing turns like a wheel oiled by kindness. What needed alignment finds its mark without struggle. Eyes appear who understand your language of truth and steadiness. They bring resources that match your integrity and pace. Your work forms a chorus of competence and care. You bless the future with the calm of someone who belongs there. The echo of that blessing clears the air. The day opens like a curtain to a stage that favors your presence. Type Amen if you believe in God. A ledger labeled Increase adds lines you did not write. It credits perseverance and kindness with compounded return. Scarcity loses its last foothold and leaves without trauma. Your steps learn a choreography that feels like familiar music. Even new places welcome you as if you were expected. Your action lands with the softness of certainty. The angel opens a window and wind brings names of places assigned to you. Each name hums with purpose and peace. You answer with a nod that seals the appointment. Your voice settles into a register that harmonizes with doors. Requests turn into receipts and ideas turn into outcomes. You witness answers wearing the faces of days you once feared. Type Amen if you believe in God. The timeline of your life glows where fractures used to be. The repair is so complete it does not squeak underway. You walk across it, and the bridge sings back your name. Your heart learns the mathematics of enough and more than enough. Giving multiplies joy instead of eroding strength. Receiving arrives clothed in dignity and gratitude. An old letter you wrote to the future finds its way back home. It arrives stamped with now inside a seal of providence. You open it and see your own handwriting transformed by fulfillment. The angel touches your forehead and a map appears in your thoughts. The road is simple, the pace is kind, and the milestones feel like blessings. You proceed with an assurance that does not require noise. Type Amen if you believe in God. A threshold called honor waits for the soles of your shoes. When you step through, even the details carry respect. Paperwork moves, and the stamp lands without delay. The door of healing stands open for stories you stop telling. They exit gently and return as wisdom without a sting. Relief fills the room like a safe tide. You meet compassion wearing the face of your own reflection. Tenderness toward yourself unlocks deeper authority. Your boundaries strengthen, and your welcome remains warm. The angel sets a lamp in your home that refuses to go out. It guards the laughter of your table and the rest of your bed. Peace signs the lease for a long stay. Type Amen if you believe in God. Clarity gathers your priorities into a small, beautiful list. You follow it and find hidden time returning like a friend. Productivity becomes presence rather than pressure. A mentor appears at the exact moment the next skill is needed. Their counsel arrives in sentences that fit your situation. You apply it and watch results bloom without strain. Reputation arrives ahead of you and sets the tone. Doors open out of respect for the way you carry light. Your yes has gravity, and your no has grace. The angel opens your hands and places blueprints that solve problems. Each line becomes a path for others to walk safely. Impact grows quiet and deep like roots expanding underground. Type Amen if you believe in God. A treasury labeled joy releases dividends for days you paid forward in faith. The return lands like soft rain across thirsty ground. Smiles become part of your uniform. Your home recognizes you as a place of calm authority. Corners once crowded with worry now host creativity. Silence feels like a friend who keeps good secrets. News arrives that a delay has been overturned in your absence. The decision meets you on the road and walks beside you. The path ahead widens without losing its focus. The room named Breakthrough no longer requires a knock. It senses your approach and lifts its latch. You enter with the elegance of someone invited by name. Type Amen if you believe in God. A promise stamped with permanence anchors your next season. The anchor is light to carry and strong to hold. Weather respects it and passes without uprooting you. Relationships designed for your future begin to bloom. Conversations find a cadence that builds rather than drains. Trust becomes the shared language of your circle. Every small obedience proves to be a master key. Hidden latches lift at the sound of your consistent steps. Outcomes gather themselves into a gentle harvest. The angel releases a banner over your story that reads Sustained Glory. It does not shout, yet it fills the horizon. You breathe and feel the banner moving with a wind of favor. Type Amen if you believe in God. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. The season ahead arranges itself like a symphony that knows your theme by heart. Each day tunes itself to the pitch of fulfilled promise and steady courage. Your angel conducts the movement with a hand both gentle and firm. You step into conversations that carry the fragrance of honor. Words land softly and still manage to move mountains inside minds. Agreements form without strain, because alignment has already done the heavy work. Old labels melt from your shoulders and slide harmlessly to the floor. New language fits you with the comfort of something crafted just for you. Identity stands tall and does not shrink to meet smaller rooms. The atmosphere around your name stops echoing with delay. It begins to hum with the rhythm of on-time answers and well-timed arrivals. Peace sits at your right and strategy at your left. Type Amen if you believe in God. You hold a blueprint whose lines glow when you breathe. Each set of instructions becomes light the moment you decide. The path respects your yes and lengthens your stride. In the quiet, resources gather as if summoned by kindness. The right doors wear your colors and open at your pace. Nothing demands hurry because everything agrees with your ordained timing. You nourish your days with steady focus and clean boundaries. Distraction loses its appetite at your table. Discipline feels like devotion rather than duty. A river of confirmation runs alongside your work. It speaks in results that cannot be argued and fruit that cannot be faked. Even your silence carries credibility. Type Amen if you believe in God. A letter stamped acceleration lands on your desk without noise. You break the seal and time begins cooperating with your purpose. What took months returns as days, and what took days returns as hours. You become fluent in the art of finishing. Projects close with grace and leave no clutter in the heart. Completion turns into your favorite music. The path narrows just enough to keep you honest and wide enough to keep you free. You walk it with ease because you are finally the right weight for the journey. Excess falls away with gratitude and without grief. You feel the pleasure of heaven resting on small choices. Tiny hinges swing big doors with effortless loyalty. You smile because you understand the math of obedience. Type Amen if you believe in God. Connections arrive wrapped in discernment and generosity. They bring solutions that breathe well in your environment. Collaboration turns into communion with purpose. Your rest deepens and teaches strength to bloom quietly. Sleep becomes a sanctuary where ideas heal and return whole. Morning greets you like an ally who keeps good promises. The angel sets a sentry over your thresholds. What should not cross turns around without protest. What must enter finds the welcome it deserves. You move through the day with the dignity of someone trusted by light. Choices align like stars forming a safe constellation. Direction is no longer a debate but a friendship. Type Amen if you believe in God. News arrives that a path you closed in wisdom has blessed you in return. It sends back lessons refined into favor. You receive them with steady hands and a grateful heart. Legacy whispers from the edges of your calendar. It asks for consistency and offers longevity in exchange. You answer with a rhythm that your body and soul can honor. Your creativity drinks from clean wells and pours without strain. Work feels like worship and play feels like prophecy fulfilled. The lines between duty and delight blur into purpose. A gate named Opportunity remembers your footsteps. It opens before you arrive and stays open after you pass. Others find it held ajar by the kindness you leave behind. Type Amen if you believe in God. You begin to measure wealth by peace, impact, and honorable increase. Money recognizes that definition and behaves accordingly. Provision follows vision like a loyal friend. Criticism loses the ability to pierce because identity has armor now. Feedback that serves you enters and noise that drains you fades. Your spirit becomes selective without becoming hard. A quiet audacity rises in you and takes its seat. It does not shout, yet it moves rooms to attention. Your presence begins to curate environments toward excellence. The angel smiles at the way hope has settled into your posture. Where you once braced, you now breathe. Where you once rushed, you now reign. Type Amen if you believe in God. A corridor of celebration stretches across your next months. Milestones appear like lanterns that never flicker. Each lantern holds a story of persistence turned to a prize. You write plans with a pen that refuses to shake. Confidence steadies your lines and compassion edits your margins. The finished page looks like integrity in motion. Old agreements with fear are voided and archived. The shelves of your inner life hold only what nourishes your steps. Minimal clutter, maximum clarity, and a fullness that leaves room to breathe. You distribute wisdom without spending your core. The well inside you is fed by something deeper than applause. Your giving multiplies because your source never runs dry. Type Amen if you believe in God. A door labeled nations cracks open in your spirit. Influence travels through words, works, and ways of being. Even quiet actions echo beyond distance. Calendars on other tables circle your name with honor. Invitations carry time zones and testimonies. You respond at the speed of peace. Never faster, never slower. The quality of your yes trains the world how to approach you. Requests arrive already shaped to your values. Negotiations feel like alignment rather than a contest. The angel places a mantle over your shoulders that fits like lived truth. It is light, warm, and undeniably yours. Those who see it feel safe to rise. Type Amen if you believe in God. You walk past mirrors that were once harsh and find kindness looking back. Self-regard becomes a healed lens rather than a courtroom. You treat your future with the same tenderness you give others. Meals taste like rest, and conversations taste like trust. Your table becomes a gathering point for clarity. People leave better than they arrived and bring better when they return. You learn the cadence of strategic pauses. They hold more power than urgency and more weight than noise. In the pause, the next right step introduces itself. Workflows refine into elegant simplicity. Complexity bows to order without losing brilliance. Output increases as effort softens, the way rivers run farther than floods. Type Amen if you believe in God. A registry called Redemption finalizes keys under your name. It lists closures that no longer carry sorrow and openings that no longer carry fear. The chapter numbers align like a spine straightening. Your heart becomes a house with many rooms of light. Each room hosts a different aspect of your calling. None of them compete, and all of them agree. You hold space for others without losing space for yourself. Boundaries become the architecture of sustained generosity. People experience your yes as safe and your no as kind. The angel guides you to the balcony of perspective. From there, patterns once hidden become obvious. You adjust with grace and enjoy the ease that follows. Type Amen if you believe in God. A letter titled Confirmation finds you in motion. It says, "Keep going," in letters made of calm fire. You tuck it close and walk like someone escorted by certainty. The canvas of your days receives color with intention. Nothing splashes by accident anymore. Even spontaneity respects your design. Projects gather momentum from honest beginnings. Because they started right, they travel far without repairs. You steward them like gardens rather than factories. Gratitude continues to widen the corridors of possibility. Doors prefer grateful hands and windows prefer grateful eyes. Favor feels at home where thanks is native. Type Amen if you believe in God. A harvest patterned after your private faith begins to ripen. It arrives in diversity, timing, and texture. You gather gently and leave edges for others to glean. Your voice finds the perfect distance between gentle and strong. It carries mercy without losing accuracy. People listen because your words are married to your ways. Leadership arises in places that once resisted structure. They accept it because it looks like service in your hands. Stability becomes beautiful, and growth becomes graceful. The angel nods as the season settles into a long, generous summer. Nothing hurried, nothing scarce, nothing fragile. Everything steady, everything honest, everything true. Type Amen if you believe in God. In the evenings, you feel the architecture of promise supporting your rest. Night no longer negotiates with fear for your attention. Dreams arrive as lectures of peace and leave as graduates of clarity. Morning comes with ordained coincidences that keep their appointments. The right message, the right moment, the right movement. You step into them as naturally as breath. Your hands, trained by waiting, now hold increase without shaking. Capacity expands in quiet increments that surprise no one in heaven. You are exactly as ready as the journey required. Provision, protection, and purpose walk you to the next gate as companions. The gate greets you by name and swings as if it has missed you. You cross with a smile and a simple, "Thank you." Type Amen if you believe in God. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The horizon carries a silver edge as night yields to faithful light. Your name hums through the stillness like a key in the right lock. The path answers with a warmth that steadies your steps. You feel a soft rearrangement in the foundations beneath you. Structures that once wobbled are reinforced with quiet certainty. Balance returns like a well-trained friend who knows the room. A courier of promise enters carrying sealed confirmations. Each seal breaks as your courage rises. Every opening reveals a step that had been waiting in kindness. The air tastes like completion gently cooling on the windowsill. What once rushed now arrives right on time. The calendar bows to the assignment on your life. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your hands receive blueprints that pulse with living instruction. Lines glow where persistence should meet patience. Corners soften where favor plans to turn. A gentle power clothes your words and actions. The same grace rests on your silence and your movement. People feel safe to hope again in your presence. You discover rooms in your heart that have been freshly painted. They welcome peace like a returning air. The echo inside is replaced by a serene fullness. Momentum learns to be merciful and still be strong. You work from overflow instead of fear. The hours stretch to fit what is honest and necessary. Type Amen if you believe in God. A table of restitution stands set with dignified abundance. Each plate carries the return of what you planted in faith. Each cup overflows without waste or worry. The angel of your hour stands watchful yet at ease. Protection feels like a soft cloak rather than heavy armor. You move freely because you are covered completely. Reputation finds its rightful shape around your name. It mirrors your private truth instead of public noise. Integrity becomes the currency that never loses value. Opportunities begin to arrive that match your healed capacity. They fit your pace, your values, and your vision. None of them require you to abandon yourself. Type Amen if you believe in God. You revisit old thresholds and bless them with gratitude. They taught you the art of arriving without rushing. They taught you the strength of staying without stagnation. Fresh doors open with a smile that recognizes your readiness. Handles feel warm from the welcome that waited. The room beyond is lit with purpose and ease. You place your plans on the table and watch them breathe. They inhale courage and exhale clarity. They align themselves with the long view that honors peace. Provision introduces itself with manners and boundaries. It comes to serve destiny rather than distract it. It agrees to be multiplied by wisdom rather than anxiety. Type Amen if you believe in God. Honor shows up in the details that used to be overlooked. Emails answer themselves with the right timing and tone. Paperwork decides to behave and completes without friction. Your rest becomes a sanctuary that teaches you more than striving. In sleep, your soul rehearses victory until it is natural. In waking, you walk it out with quiet delight. The angel points to milestones already planted in the path. You see them ahead like lanterns that do not flicker. Their glow edits the guesswork from your journey. You carry a tenderness that does not dilute your strength. It strengthens it by directing it well. Power becomes precise under the guidance of compassion. Type Amen if you believe in God. Doors labeled collaboration open to rooms full of trustworthy faces. Words are weighed before they are spoken, and build what they touch. Agreements are signed with integrity that ages well. A wind of confirmation lifts beneath your decisions. It does not shove. It supports. The difference teaches your body the feel of true alignment. Your home takes on the rhythm of blessing in residence. Corners hold laughter and tables hold wisdom. The roof keeps out weather and welcomes wonder. You bless your finances with order and purpose. They respond by multiplying cleanly. Increase becomes a stewarded river rather than a storm. Type Amen if you believe in God. New skills align with the grace of familiar instincts. You learn quickly because you study with peace. You apply with accuracy because you act with truth. The angel marks your boundaries with light that even you can see in a fog. You honor the borders and the borders honor you back. Nothing assigned to harm crosses the line. Communication flows like water finding the low places. Misunderstandings dry before they can stain. Honesty walks through the house without shoes and still leaves no dirt. The future sits close enough to be a friend and far enough to be respected. You plan with a calm heart and a clear head. You execute with a steady hand and a willing spirit. Type Amen if you believe in God. You meet opportunities that feel like answered prayers in sensible clothes. They do not glitter to distract but shine to guide. They keep promises even when eyes are not watching. The ledger called Faithfulness Tallies returns with gentle precision. It remembers what you forgot to count. It honors the seeds you sowed when no audience was present. Your calendar reveals hidden pockets of golden time. You invest them in presence rather than panic. The return is peace that compounds daily. The gift of focus lands like a bird that chooses your shoulder. It sits there quietly and keeps you true. Distraction looks elsewhere and finds no perch. Type Amen if you believe in God. You set foot on ground that recognizes your authority. It holds firm and lifts where needed. It loves the weight of your purpose. Helpers appear who do not need to be convinced. They saw the light and followed it to your door. They bring what they carry and leave you stronger. The angel arranges introductions that protect your destiny. The right rooms meet you at the right time. No door opens a minute too soon or a moment too late. You begin to master the art of holy simplicity. One clear yes moves 10 obstacles. One clean no preserves 100 tomorrows. Type Amen if you believe in God. The edges of your influence round into kindness. Your impact becomes a shelter instead of a storm. People grow in your shade without losing their sun. Resources gather around your feet like water around a rooted tree. Nothing drowns. Everything drinks. Your overflow runs in channels that bless others. You look in the mirror and see peace owning the house of your face. It lives behind your eyes and in the corners of your mouth. It travels with you like a gentle banner. Strategy hums softly in the background of your days. It never competes with love. It partners with it and builds what lasts. Type Amen if you believe in God. A season named Establishment puts down strong beams. Foundations are checked and blessed. Walls rise straight and true. Your inner weather stays steady even when the sky changes. Storms pass without deciding your mood. Sunlight returns and finds you consistent. The angel adjusts your pace to mercy's rhythm. It saves you from hurry and from hesitation. It trains your feet to move when peace moves. You carry a readiness that does not shout. It is known by its fruit. It is trusted by its history. Type Amen if you believe in God. Doors for learning open beside doors for leading. You pass through both without losing balance. You are teachable without being tossed. Partnerships choose you because your yes is clean. They feel the safety of someone who keeps their word. They respond with loyalty that breathes well. You refine your environment to support your clarity. Quiet becomes an I and not an emptiness. Order becomes an invitation and not a rule. The angel places a gentle seal on completed chapters. Closure feels like a blessing instead of an absence. Space opens for what is next to arrive. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your voice becomes a calm river that moves heavy boats. It travels farther because it runs deeper. It changes banks without flooding. The work of your hands attracts honorable reward. Compensation matches contribution, and timing honors effort. Increase serves purpose and strengthens generosity. Your nights are guarded, and your mornings are guided. Dreams deliver solutions without noise. Days receive them with open hands and measured steps. A banner named Consistency waves softly above your schedule. It keeps crowds from deciding your pace. It keeps silence from erasing your courage. Type Amen if you believe in God. You discover that kindness is a strategy and not a weakness. It unlocks rooms that force never touched. It leaves every place better than it found it. Gratitude continues to multiply corridors where doors once stood. You walk through with a heart that remembers. You leave gifts behind that seed new paths for others. The angel escorts fear to the exit without spectacle. It goes quietly because it no longer has a case. Confidence signs the lease where worry used to live. Your story reads like a map others can trust. It is honest about valleys and faithful about peaks. It points toward a horizon that keeps its promises. Type Amen if you believe in God.